Now, Bulldogs GM of football, Phil Gould, has given a confusing answer when quizzed about the future of Toby Sexton. Take a look.
And Toby Sexton, how close is a contract to being done?
Yeah, Toby's on a journey of development. We're working with Toby, and we'll worry about the roster later.
Yeah, Phil Gould there saying that Toby Sexton is on a journey of development.
What does that mean? You're a half. What does that mean?
Well, it means
forwards are confused all the time.
It means that he's saying that he's still developing. Well, he's on a journey of development, but he's still developing as a player. When you peel it back, I'm like, developing as a player, the bloke couldn't play any better. Like, he's been that good for him the last year and a half. They're coming first.
First.
They are the team at the moment. And on the weekend, he was exceptional against the Raiders.
Has he signed DCE?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Or is he going to get Galvin?
What's got us all a bit spun here and thinking was that comment and also this tweet. Last night this was, 10:38 it was. Plenty happening at the moment. Things are bubbling away behind the scenes. Interesting few weeks ahead.
He's an international man of mystery, Gus. He just likes to play with our minds.
Well, you cut to the conspiracy.
What is it?
fellas.
What is it?
Austin
Okay,
Powers.
I see it is.
Well, you know him well.
Oh, not really.
Well, you do.
Well, I used to get on with him, but I did, and then things went bad.
Yeah, but why? Like, has it got to do with this sort of, like, what's he like? What's he like?
He's a different cat.
Yeah.
Oh, Gus, you know, it's hard to read. He likes to keep his cards close to his chest. He likes everyone he loves people talking and theorising about him.
Is there a bit of Donald Trump with him?
A little bit. I think he's definitely a Trump supporter. I don't know what it is. I have no idea.
Okay.
I just know that when Galvin wanted the release from the Tigers, the first club the Tigers thought he was going to were the Bulldogs, and they are still of that opinion.
Well,
the Tigers. So, do you think that he'll go there? Do you think that Gus has something up his sleeve?
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But if I'm Toby Sexton, it's hardly the most. Yeah, but what Gus is saying publicly might be to throw off everybody, and what he's saying to Toby Sexton privately is something different altogether. Look, I do not know. Unless you're in those four walls at Belmore, you're only speculating, and I think that's what Gus loves.
It's a mystery, right? But he said big news coming. He's not endorsing Sexton. He could have easily have re-signed him by now. Probably should have. I think they would have if they wanted him long term. You got DCE, who we've heard is signed with the Roosters. So if it's not DCE who's going there or potentially going there, it kind of reopens to me the door to Galvin. Now, Galvin, there's no confirmation of him signing with Parramatta or confirming that at all. No. He's going through everything with the Tigers at the moment. But I just think when this all broke with Galvin, and it's just my opinion, when I see Sexton not getting re-signed, I look at his comments and Gus loves him, always has, speaks highly of him, probably his biggest supporter and advocate from the start of the year, even when he debuted. When there was a chance of him going there, they spoke about him playing lock, and they were interested, but they said they weren't. And I know that, and I said that on the show. They said they weren't interested, but I know they were. All of a sudden, everything's gone quiet. Everyone's just assuming he's going to Parramatta, but they still haven't signed Sexton, and Galvin still hasn't committed to anywhere. Is there a chance that he lands at the Dogs?
There's every chance. There's every chance. Even though Gus has denied their interest, he's done that plenty of times before. He doesn't mind telling a fib if it means getting to the end result of what he wants. I guess the question that you'd have to ask is that Galvin's not a 7. He's a 6 or he's a 13. Burton's not a 7. He's a 6 or he's a centre. So, regardless of that, what's the game he plays with Sexton? Or are they looking for another 7?
Are we doing the manager's job? They're not allowed to talk until November, are we? About Galvin?
They can talk, they can't offer a deal.
Yeah, you can't sign off.
But they can talk. You know, like it's... I just think there's something going on here.
It ticks the boxes too, doesn't it? Like when the story comes out that he wants a coach. Well, Serraldo's the coach, isn't he?
He wanted
former
better
Westfields
and less money.
Yeah.
He wasn't going for the money and he wanted better coaching.
And his former mentor from Westfield Sports High is at the Bulldogs. It's a system that's set up to succeed at the moment. They're leading the comp. It ticks a lot of boxes, whereas Parramatta are sitting dead last on the ladder.
Well, it doesn't
makes
make sense, and we said that at the time. If you look at everything that his management has said, like if you think about it, if he goes to the Bulldogs and goes for less money and goes to Cameron Serrato, it's everything that Isaac Moses and his team and Galvin said he wanted, his parents. That's what they were saying from day one. You know, that's why we were perplexed as to why he would go to Parramatta at that stage, because he's going to get more money and he's not going to, a lot question if he's going to be developed better, coached better than where he is at the Tigers. You can't question that if he goes to the Dogs. And if he takes less to go there, then it justifies his decision. And going back to Gus, here's what Gus had to say about Lockie just weeks ago.
We're already on a program, right? We're not thinking about Lachlan Galvin. We've never at any stage been involved in any discussion regarding Lachlan Galvin, and we're not going to get into a discussion about Lachlan Galvin. He's not on our radar. We've got a different program going at the moment. That's not to say that, you know, in 5 or 6 years' time, when I think he'll be a really great player, that all clubs won't be interested in him at some time.
There he was, Gus. So you're saying he wasn't interested in him, so I don't know.
5 or 6 years.
What do you
if I'm Lachlan
5 or
Galvin,
6 weeks, did he
if
say? Or 5 or 6
6
years?
years, he said.
But if I'm Lachlan Galvin, I'm going the Dogs. Are you not? Is he not going the Dogs?
I would think it. I would think so.
If football and premierships are his motivation, and this is no disrespect to what Jason Rolls is trying to do at Parramatta, but if you want to, like,
Don't you go to the Roosters? Don't you go to Penrith?
Well, I don't know if they're going to take him. I would
the Dogs.
Don't you go to Melbourne?
Dogs are sitting on top of the ladder.
Yeah. And the Dogs haven't re-signed Sexton. The other clubs have
they
got
might
halves.
have the cap.
Yeah, and they got money in the cap.
And the Roosters got DCE, apparently.
Yeah.